Namaste everyone, welcome back to online classes. In the previous class, we were discussing about the series combination of cells, where we derived the expression for effective or equivalent value of EMF and internal resistance of two cells which are connected in series. So in this class, we discuss about the parallel combination of cells. We derive the expression for equivalent EMF and internal resistance of two cells which are connected in parallel. Okay, so consider the two cells of EMFs E1 and E2 and the internal resistances R1 and R2 which are connected in parallel. So here the positive electrode, say there are the positive electrode of the two cells are connected together. Okay. So this is the first cell. This is the second cell. This is the first cell of EMF for E1 and internal resistance R1. There is a second cell of EMF for E2 and internal resistance R2 which are connected in parallel such that the positive electrodes are connected together to one common point So the positive electrodes are connected together to one common point and the negative electrodes are connected together to the other common point. Okay, so this is a parallel combination of cells. So this point is A and this point is B. Okay, so they are connected together to one common point. Say this point is say B1 and the other point where the negative electrodes are connected together is say B2. Now the these two cells are connected in parallel. Okay, so positive electrodes are connected together to one common point and negative electrodes are connected to the other common point. And if now these points say and B is connected to the external circuit or the external circuit is connected to across these 2 points, then the terminal potential difference appearing across the first cell and the second cell and the external circuit is same because they are connected in parallel. Okay, so here see the main current. So current drawn by the external circuit and this cell or when the external circuit is connected to this cell, so that circuit draws an amount of current is say I, that is the net current supplied by the two cells. I1 is the current sent by E1 and the current flowing from E2, let it be I2. Okay, right. So E1 sends an amount of current I1 and E2 sends a current I2. So net current flowing from the combination to the external circuit is say I, and naturally I is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay, so the current flows through the external circuit and comes to this point B2, and I1, I2 flows through the cells, I mean through the respective cells. I1 flows through E1, I2 flows through E2. Okay, so at B1, I1 and I2 flow in, whereas I flows out. Okay, since the current is steady, okay, so there is no accumulation of charge. Whatever the currents coming to this point will goes out of this point. So therefore, I1 and I2 they make the total current I. So therefore, I is equal to I1 plus I2. So at B1, let the potential at B1 is VB1, that is potential at B1, and the potential at B2 is a VB2. Okay, so here the potential is VB1 and here the potential is VB2. Now if I calculate what is the potential difference across these 2 points, potential difference between these 2 points, it is called the terminal potential difference across the each cell, because they are connected in parallel. Therefore, whatever the terminal potential difference appearing across the first cell is equal to the terminal potential difference appearing across the second cell. Okay, so now what about the total current? The total current drawn by the external circuit is I, or supplied by the combination of 2 cells to the external circuit is I, which is equal to I1 plus I2, sum of these currents. Okay, right. Now I calculate what is the potential difference across these 2 points, across the first cell or across B1 and B2. What is the potential difference? By considering the first cell and by considering the second cell. With respect to the first cell, what is the potential difference across these 2 points, and what is the potential difference across these 2 points with respect to the second cell? Okay, so the I calculate what is the potential difference, that is terminal potential difference between B1 and B2. I am calculating what is the potential difference across these 2 points between B1 and B2 by considering the first cell what is the potential difference across these 2 points. That is the terminal potential difference V, which is equal to VB1 minus VB2, right? Because now that is the definition of potential difference itself, right? What is the potential at this point minus potential at this point? If you take the difference, so you are calculating what is the potential difference across these 2 points. Okay, so by considering the first cell, I can write V is equal to, okay, so you have to write V in the form of potential difference V in the form of E minus IR. Okay, so we have V is equal to E minus IR, right? That is the terminal potential difference across the cell, where E is EMF of the cell, I is the current flowing through the cell, and R is internal resistance of the cell. What is the terminal potential difference across the first cell. By considering the first cell, what is the potential difference between these two? That is the terminal potential difference across the first cell in terms of E minus IR. So E is E1. So while writing the EMF of the cell, it should be in open circuit, because EMF of the cell is nothing but the maximum potential difference between the electrodes of the cell. Means that is a potential difference across the two terminals of the cell in an open circuit. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಈಗ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್, this is at higher potential, this is negative electrode, that is at lower potential. What is the potential difference from here to here? That is plus E1. Okay, so therefore E1. So what about this value? Minus IR. Okay, so now while writing this value minus IR, so the circuit should be closed, otherwise you cannot calculate the terminal potential difference, right? Now if the circuit is closed, current flows, right? If circuit is not closed, whatever the terminal potential difference is equal to the EMF of the cell, then I is 0, right? Now if current flows through the cell, means section circuit is drawing the current. Now current flows through the cell also, okay, through the cell, through its internal resistance. So then current is flowing from lower potential to higher potential. So therefore minus I into R1, I1 into R1. So minus sign, because the current is flowing from lower potential to higher potential inside the cell. Therefore you put a minus sign. If current flows from higher potential to lower potential, it will be plus I. Here lower potential to higher potential, therefore put a minus sign. So I1 R1 is nothing but potential drop across the internal resistance R1. So therefore E1 minus I1 R1. This is the terminal potential difference across these 2 points by considering the first cell. So therefore this implies I want the value of I1 to substitute here. So therefore I1 R1 is equal to E1 minus V, and therefore I1 is equal to E1 minus V by R1. Okay, so that is the value of current I1 due to the first cell. So now what is the terminal potential difference across these 2 points with respect to the second cell? Okay, so potential difference between B1 and B2 by considering the second cell. By considering the second cell, okay, so potential difference between these 2 points, VB1 minus VB2, right? So therefore V is equal to VB1 minus VB2, which is equal to, consider the second cell, okay, current flowing from the cell is I2, EMF of the second cell is E2, internal resistance is R2. So therefore in terms of E minus IR value, V is equal to, so potential difference across these 2 points, across the 2 electrodes of the cell, across these 2 points means across the 2 electrodes of the cell when there is a current flowing through the cell. Okay, so I have to write in the form of E minus IR. So while writing the EMF of the cell, the circuit should be open. Now this here is a positive electrode, this is negative electrode, therefore this is at higher potential, this is at lower potential. Potential difference from here to here is plus E2. That is maximum potential difference in an open circuit, right? Maximum potential difference across the 2 electrodes of the cell in an open circuit, therefore plus E2 minus IR form. Current is flowing from lower potential to higher potential, therefore I2 or 2. Okay, I2 is the current flowing, R2 is internal resistance. I2 R2 is the potential drop across the internal resistance of the second cell, which is called last volt. So therefore here I2 R2 is equal to E2 minus V. So therefore, what is I2 now? So what is I2? That implies I2 is equal to, so E2 minus V by R2. This is equation 3. Okay, so now substitute here in equation 1, substituting the values of I1 and I2 in 1, I is equal to, what is I1? I1 is here, E1 minus V by R1, right? E1 minus V by R1, that is I1. What is I2? Plus I2 is here, E2 minus V by R2. So therefore, this is equal to, see, this can be written as E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. So minus V by R1 minus V by R2. So therefore, minus V by R1 plus V by R2, right? Because here I have taken the bracket, right? So therefore, minus V by R1 plus V by R2. So this is equal to, therefore, say minus V by R1 here. So minus V by R2, minus V by R2. So this is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. Okay. So therefore, see, R1 R2, here E1 into R2 plus E2 into R1 minus, this is, say V is common, therefore V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is equal to, therefore this implies V is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2 minus V into, this is R1 R2 so this is in the denominator R1 R2, here R2 plus R1, I can write R1 plus R2. Okay, right. So now I want to convert it into, this is I, sorry. Now I have to convert this expression in the form of V is equal to E minus IR. So bring V into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus R2 here, LHS of this equation, and bring I to the RHS of the equation. So therefore this implies V into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. Okay. So when it brought here, it becomes plus. So therefore that is equal to, here in the RHS, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. So bring I1 to the RHS, so therefore this is minus I. Okay, so therefore V is equal to, so when say V is multiplied by R1 plus R2 divided by R1 into R2, bring here, what happens? So V is equal to, so this value is divided by, right? So this value is divided by this value. This value comes to the denominator. So inverse multiplication you have to do with the RHS. So therefore E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2 into, so this becomes R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 minus I into R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2, or I can say multiply the entire equation by R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This gets cancelled. You are multiplying R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 here also and here also, right? So here R1 and R1 into R2 is getting cancelled, right? So therefore V is equal to, this is E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 minus I into R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. This is expression for the terminal potential difference across those 2 points. Say this is equation, this is equation say 4. See, now this is in the form of E minus IR. Instead of E you have this value, instead of R you have this value, but it is in the form of E is equal to E minus IR. Okay. So now if the combination is replaced by a single cell, of EMF E equivalent, now the combination is replaced by a single cell across those 2 points B1 and B2 by a single cell of EMF E equivalent and internal resistance R equivalent, such that it also sends the same amount of current as the combination does to the same external circuit. So then that combination is successfully replaced by this single cell of EMF E equivalent and internal resistance R equivalent. This is the current supplied by the cell to the external circuit, right? So this point is now A, here it is V1, because across those 2 points, right, we replaced that combination of cells by this single cell. So this point is B. Across B1 and B2, we are connecting this single cell by removing the combination. So that combination is replaced by now the single cell. Okay. It also does the same amount of, it also gives the same amount of the current as the combination is giving to the same external circuit. So now this, I can say this single cell is a effective or equivalent cell of the combination, because it is also sending the same amount of current as the combination is doing or sending to the same circuit, same external connected circuit. So therefore now if I write what is the terminal potential difference across these 2 points B1 and B2, the terminal potential difference between B1 and B2 is V, which is equal to, so V is equal to E minus IR form is V is equal to E equivalent, right? V is equal to E minus IR form. So while writing the EMF of the cell, the circuit should be open. In open circuit, calculate what is the potential difference of this positive electrode, potential of this positive electrode with respect to the negative electrode. That is the potential difference between the 2 electrodes of the cell, that is plus E equivalent. So current is flowing from negative terminal to the positive terminal of the cell, from lower potential to higher potential now, because now the circuit is closed, so therefore minus I into R equivalent, it is a lost volt across the internal resistance, potential difference across internal resistance. Therefore, V is equal to E equivalent minus IR equivalent. Now, if I compare equation 4 and 5, what about the equivalent value of EMF of this single cell, which is used to replace that combination? Okay, what is E equivalent in terms of E1 and E2? What is R equivalent in terms of R1 and R2? Comparing equation 3 and 4, sorry, 4 and 5. So comparing equations 4 and 5. So what is E equivalent? What is R equivalent? E equivalent is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by E1, sorry, R1 plus R2. Okay, E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. The equivalent value of EMF of that single cell should be equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So what about the internal resistance? Compare equation 4 and 5. R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So therefore, R equivalent. So compare these two. R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Right? If you compare these two equations, see the LHS of this equation same. V terminal potential difference across the combination and across the cell same. So therefore, V, which is equal to something here, minus I into something. Therefore, this should be equal to equivalent, this should be equal to R equivalent. E equivalent is E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2, whereas R equivalent is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. That is the equivalent values of EMF and internal resistance of that single cell, or that is the equivalent value of EMF and internal resistance of the two cells of which are combined in parallel. Okay, right? Equivalent value of EMF and internal resistance of these two cells which are connected parallelly. Okay, so equivalent, and this is R equivalent. Say this is equation 6 and this is 7. Now divide the equation 6 by 7. Dividing equation 6 by 7, what do you get? E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to, so equivalent is E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 divided by R equivalent, or multiplied by inverse of R equivalent, right? So therefore R equivalent is R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2, right? So division is inverse multiplication, so therefore into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. So this is getting cancelled. You are getting E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. So which is equal to, So this is equal to, see, E1 R2 divided by R1 R2, R2 is getting cancelled, you are getting E1 by R1 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2, R1 is getting cancelled, E2 by R2. So this is E equivalent by R equivalent. Okay, and if I take the inverse of R equivalent, what is what is 1 by R equivalent? And 1 by R equivalent is equal to inverse of this is R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2, which is equal to R1 by R1 R2. R1 is getting cancelled, therefore 1 by R2. R2 by R1 R2. R2 is getting cancelled, therefore 1 by R1. Or I can say this is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. It is 1 by R equivalent. Okay, right? They are the values of equivalent EMF and internal resistance. So equivalent EMF can be calculated using this formula, and the internal resistance can be calculated using this formula. If n number of cells, if there are n number of cells which are connected in parallel, okay, so number of cells is now n. If they are connected in parallel for n number of cells, now E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus E3 by R3 and so on up to En by Rn. For n number of cells connected in parallel. And what about R equivalent? 1 by R equivalent is 1 by R1 by 1 by R2 plus up to 1 by Rn. If n number of cells are connected in parallel, then equivalent value of EMF can be calculated using this formula. E equivalent by R equivalent is E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus up to En by Rn, and R equivalent value of internal resistance of the combination of cells which are connected in parallel can be calculated using this formula. 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus up to 1 by Rn. Okay, right. Okay, now if instead of the positive terminal of the second cell, negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the first cell, then in the equivalent of value of EMF of the cell, you have to write E2 as negative. Okay, if this is the case, the positive terminal of the first cell is connected to the negative terminal of the second cell. This is E1, this is E2, and direction of current is same. So then, say this is R1, this is R2. So then, E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to E1 by R1 minus E2 by R2. Okay, right. So E2 should be taken as negative because in this expression, I mean, while you calculate what is EMF of this cell, while calculating the terminal potential difference, V is equal to E minus IR. While calculating E2, it should be in an open circuit, therefore minus E2. And this is V is equal to minus E2. What about IR product? That is minus IR2 only, because This you have to calculate when this is in the circuit.